Subscribe to Automation Studio channel and press on bell icon to get new notification video in your inbox. Hello guys, my name is Praveen and I welcome you in Automation Studio channel. In this video we will see how to perform basic operations on Java as well as on Python. So in this series I'm gonna keep both the IDs side by side, like Eclipse for Java and then Pycharm for Python, and we will see one by one operations how to perform in both of the languages. So I mean, this is the good way to learn Java or Python. If you know the Java, then you can understand how to do the same stuff in Python, or if you know already Python, then you can understand how to do the same thing over on the Java. I hope you have seen my earlier video where I have show you how to install Python on Mac. I have already posted one detailed video for Python installation where I have gone through briefly step by step for every process of installation. I have also posted initial video for installing Java, Eclipse and TestNG. I will post all the links in my description box in case if you have missed it or if you want to revisit it. You can go through with the description box links and then you can see that. So let's start with this. So let's start first Eclipse. So hit command space and type Eclipse and hit enter. So it will launch the Eclipse. Just choose workspace and hit on launch button. It will launch your Eclipse. Now we will do the same thing for Pycharm. So hit command space and type Pycharm, hit enter. So here we can create a new project. Just we will create here a new project with the name of Python basics. So in Python everything is within a small letters will work. Just close the tips and this is how it look like. So let me minimize it. Now what we'll do, we will create here a Python file. So right click on the project, new, and select Python file. Create a Python file with the name of basics. Everything should be in small letters. Just type basics. It will add the extension of .py automatically. Now the same thing we will do in the left hand side over on the Eclipse. We will create first project. So go to file, new project, and here type Java basics. Now here while creating the project, make sure your first letter should be capital. We are just following the fundamentals of Java here. Now once it is created, it look like this. We need to expand it and we need to look for the src folder here. So now right click on src folder and go to new and then click on packages. Now here we'll create one package, com.java.basics. It is recommended to create a package. Package is nothing but a folder structure in Java. Now right click on that and click on new class. We'll create here a class named Java basics. So J should be capital and B should be capital here. Now we need to add here public static void main method, because for running any Java code main method is must. So it should be exactly like whatever I am typing here, public static void main. Under main you have to define one array of a string. So I will name as args. Now let's try to print some messages. So first we will see in Java how to print any message. So I will type system.out.println sysout and hit control space. Then within the double quotes just pass the message hello world. Right click and run as Java program. If you will see here, hello world is got print, but in Python simply you can type print. Within the small braces you have to put message within the double quotes, hello world. This is how, and just right click and run the program. So you are able to see hello world is got printed. How simple it is in Python. We no need to create any class here, but in Java class and public static void main method is must. But if you want to define a class in Python, how to do it? So let's type class and then whatever the name for the class you want to put. I am keeping the same name, Java basics. Then open small braces close and same and double colon. Now you have to provide here a tab space. So instead of providing the curly braces like in Java, you have to use the indentation in order to define whatever the content or whatever the steps coming under the class. So this is how in Python it works. So indentation is must. Now let's see how to define a method in Python. So let's say public static void main is a method here, but if you want to provide this code under the method, then you have to use the def keyword space and the method name. I'm gonna keep the same name main, again small braces open and close with double colon. So we will discuss in brief in upcoming ongoing lectures, so don't worry about it as of now. So let's focus on other things on Python and Java related to the basic operations. Now let's try addition. So let's try on Python first. So just type print, and within the braces just we're gonna add 3 plus 7, and what will the result? So these are the integers, that's why I'm not putting in the double quotes. Now run it. So interesting, the result is 10. So same thing we'll try here. Sys out control space and 3 plus 7. Just run it, save it and run here. So 3 plus 7 is 10. Interesting. Let's try to subtract something. Let's try in Python print. So let's try 6 minus 2, which is 4, and let's see what is the result. And here we'll try 7 minus 2, and let's see what is the result in Python and what is the result in Java. So here's the result 5, and there is 4. Perfect. Now let's try division. So I'm gonna divide 6 by 2, which should be 3. So let's try in Python first. So print and just type 6 divided by 2 and then just run it. So result is 3.0. So we are getting in decimal value. Let's try the same thing in Java. Sys out control space and just type 6 divided by 2. Run the code. 3. Interesting, where here we have only 3, but here we have 3.0, not 0. In decimal I don't want the value. So let's print, and instead of 1 slash we have to give double divide symbol, then we will get the 3 here. So that is how in Python it works. So by default it will take as a decimal value. So let's now try modulus. Modulus means reminder, so I will type print. So I would like to have a modulus of 7 by 2. So modulus means percentage, so 7 percentage by 2, it should give me 1. So yes, I got the 1. Now I will try the same thing in Java. 7 percentage 2, it will should give me the modulus, which is 1. Let's run it, and here is also 1. So it's worked perfectly both of the end. Now let me try something else. So now let's try multiplication. So type print and just try 3 into 3. The result should be 9. So let's run it. 9. Perfect. Let's try on Java. Sys out and then 3 into 3. Let's run the code. So here also 9. Perfect. Now let's try power off. So can we do the same? 3 to the power 3. So in Python double star we need to put, and it will show 27. 3 cube is equal to 27. Can we try the same in Java? Let's try to put double star 3 double star 3. Okay, proceed. So here we are getting some error. It seems like we can't do it this kind of stuff in Java, but we can try like that. 3 into 3 into 3, which is exactly 3 to the power 3. So we are getting 27 here. Okay, but this is somewhat achievable in Java. But what if it is very big? Let's say 3 to the 2 to the power 5, which is 32 here. So in Java we can take an help of inbuilt function, which is math dot power off. So we can type math dot power off, and we have to provide here 2 to the power 2 comma 5, which is 2 to the power 5. Let's try to run it, but it will give you the result in doubles, like in decimals. So that's why the result is 32.0. Let's try 2 to the power 8, which is 256. So let's run it. 256. Let's try the same here. Just instead of 5, make it 8. Save and run. So 256.0, because the return type here is double. We'll talk about the return type later on upcoming series. Don't worry about that. We'll try something else. So now let's try some expressions like 2 plus 3 plus 5 into 2. So let's say here board mass rule is applicable or not. Like 5 into 2 is 10 and 2 plus 3 is 5. Result should be 15. So let's try this. Yes, it is 15. So perfect. Let's try on Java as well. Just copy this line, paste and change the values. So I'm gonna use the same values as I use here. So copy and just replace with these values. Save and run. 15. Yes, it's perfect. Both of the units work fine. Now let's try some string operations. So what is a string? A string means collection of characters. So if you will say my name is Praveen, so it is a string because it's a collection of characters. So what I will do, I will type print and within the double quotes I will say my name is Bond, James Bond. So this is a string for me. So as it is a string, so I have to put it within the double quotes. Number should be in without quotes. So you can see I'm able to print like my name is Bond, James Bond. Now I will try the same thing in Java. So same rule applicable within the double quotes. I need to pass my string. My name is Bond, James Bond. I need to save it and run it. And you are able to see like I am able to print the same stuff over here. So pretty much simple, like what we have done in the beginning, hello world. Now here now I'm going to use a concept of a variable. So variable, what is a variable? So I will choose one name, okay, and within that I will assign some values. Okay, so in real life we have a container. In container we will put something, right? I have a variable, let's say str, and for that str I'm gonna define my name is Bond, James Bond. So this value is stored under this variable which is a str. If I will call str, it will say me my name is Bond, James Bond. Okay, so this is the concept of variable here as of now. In upcoming classes we will see in brief. So in Java I have to put the type of variable here. What is the type before only? So the type is string. Okay, but in Python I will just say name is equal to, so name is my variable here, and I will say my name is Bond, James Bond within the double quotes because it's a string. So I have to put in the right format within the double quotes, and then I have to assign into name. So here in Python I no need to define any data type, but here in Java I need to define it as a string. So now I'm gonna print here. So sys out, and I'm gonna print str within that. Let's see, str contains this value, so it's gonna print or not. So I have to provide here str because str is the variable name. Same thing I will do for Python, print, and I will pass the variable as name which is contain the string. Now run. Now it is showing the output as my name is Bond, James Bond. Let's try on Java. Right click, run as Java program. Perfect, it is showing like my name is Bond, James Bond. So here if you will observe in Python, so if I will store some value in the double quotes, so Python understand it's a type of a string. Okay, the type of data it will assign the variable accordingly. So if you will feed the data in the double quotes, it will assign as a string. But here in Java you have to assign what kind of data type you want to store in advance. A string, so a string. Okay, so now let's try something else. So I'm gonna type str dot character at. So if I want to see, so let's see which character is on the sixth position. Sixth position means you have to start from 0. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, like 7 is the sixth position. Okay, 6 index actually. So I am gonna type here 6, and the same thing I will try in Python. So I have to say print, then I have to use name, and within the big braces I have to put 6. So this is how we have to use in Python. Run it. There is a letter is E. Let's try on Java. Okay, the letter is E here. So this is how it's very simple in Python. You have to just provide the variable name within the big braces. You have to put the index, but here you have to take care of a of inbuilt function of a string library, which is character 8. So let's say now I want to capitalize all the letters in the name string, so I can use in Python print name dot upper, and in the case of Java I have to type sysout, then str dot to upper is the inbuilt method which I can use to capitalize all the letters within the string. And let's see how does it work. I will try in Java first. So it is capitalized. I'll try in Python. It is also capitalized. It's work perfectly fine here. So now let's say I have to extract some word from this string, then how to do it. So we'll see in the Java first. I can take an help of the method called substring, where I have to put the from which index to which index. So let's say I want to extract bond. So if I will count it, it is starting from 11th character, so means 11th index is the B, okay, means 12th position, and it ended on 15th. So 15th is not included, like 15th is the after D, so 11 to 15. So I have declared as 11 to 15, so it is extracted as bond. Now we'll try in Python how to do it. So just type print and name, and within the big braces 11 colon 15. How simple it is. No need to declare any function or use any function. See bond, how simple it is in the Python as compared to Java. Okay, so just try to run it again and see. Yes, it's printing the bond. So now let's see how to display a string in a small letter. So I'm gonna take a help of name dot lower method, and it will show you the complete string in a lower letter. If you will observe, m is small now, the starting m. So one thing I want to show you here, whatever the string we have stored in the name, it is not changing. We are just changing on the fly. On the fly means it will printing on the console whenever we are hitting any, try to hit any operation. Okay, it's not affecting the actual value of a variable. Let's try in the Java, which is also str.toLower is the method name. So it is same in Java as well. Now let's try something else here. So now let's try to print my name is Bond, James Bond, within the variable name. So let's try to print it 10 times. Can we do it in Python? Let's see. So just type print, and within the print block we can say 10 into name. So this is how to do it in the Python. Can we try the same thing in Java? Let's see. Sysout dot println 10 star and str. Can we try that? We can't do that because we got an error, right? So in Java we can't do that, but we can take an help of a for loop and we can do the same. So it's not kind of a not achievable in Java. Through the for loop we can do it. So I'm gonna try with for loop. Int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, I plus plus. That means it will iterate 10 times and print the same name. So now let's run it in Java. Okay, it went to a infinite loop. I think I have did some mistake in the for loop. Let's revisit it. Oh, instead of I put 1 over here. So I need to make it I. Yeah, you're able to see. So it's printed 10 times from capital M. So if you will count, you will find like 10 times. Let's try in Python. So it is printing 10 times but in a single line. There is no slash n like new line. So let me put slash n. Slash n means new line. So you are able to see 10 times it printed. So how simple it is in Python. So here in the Java we need to use for loop, but in Python it is very easy. So let's try something else. So let's figure out what is the length of this string. So in Python just type print, and len is the function, and within len function we need to pass the variable. In Java, sysout println, then str dot length function is the function to identify the number of characters. Let's run. 27 characters are there in Python. 27 characters are there. Pretty much simple in both of the platform. Now let's concatenate this string. Concatenate in the sense, can I add the string? So let me try name plus name plus name in Python. The same thing I'm gonna try on Java. sysout.println str plus str plus str. So what it's gonna do here? So it gonna add three. It gonna print three times the same string. Let's see. Oh yes. So it printed three times. In Python also it's print three times, but in new line. Why? Because we have added here /n. That is the reason. So let me remove the /n and let me try, because after one string it is printing in a new line. Oh, now it's good because we remove the /n, so it is printing in a row. Okay, this is also went well. So can I print a memory address of a particular variable in Python? Yes, we can do that with the help of id method. So which we are gonna try now. So in Python, just type print, and we can use id method. Within that method we need to pass the variable. So variable is name, and let's try run it. So there is the memory address exactly here. Our variable name value is stored. We'll try in Java. sysout.println. We can use the method as hash code. Now we'll run it. So in Java also we are able to print the memory address. So let's create another variable n is equal to, and I am gonna store here Praveen. Now I will try to print the memory address of this variable. It should be different here. Let's run it. Okay, so here is the memory address which is different than the first one. That means for each value, or for each value, it will create a different memory address. Let's try in Java as well. So string name is equal to Praveen. I'm gonna print n dot hash code, and I'm going to run it. Okay, so here is also a new hash code or memory address is generated. So let me try n is equal to name, where I am storing the same value in the n. So let's try to print the memory address for the same in Python. Oh, it is the same. Why? Because it is pointing to the same value. So when the value is same and you are assigning to some variable, so it is pointing to that particular value only. That's how the space or memory is saved in Python. Let's try the same in Java. See, in the Java also same. Now what if I will declare a string without any value? So how does it work in Java? So let's try a string, and I will call it as s. I'm not gonna define anything here, so semicolon, and then I'm trying to print it through sysout.println. So sysout control space and s. So see, I'm getting some error over here. I need to define this string. So if I will mouse over on that, initialize, then I should initialize as by default null, means nothing is there. Let's see how does it work in Python. So if I will say s, and then try to print s without any initialization, like I'm not defining any value here, so it's not allowing me to, it's giving me some error over here. So I should say here s is equal to none, capital N small o n e. Now let's run it. So it's printing none. So that is how it is in Python as well. So I hope you have learned some basic operation how to do it in Java as well as Python. So we have covered here how to deal with the numbers, with the arithmetic operations, plus minus division, and how to play with the strings also. We have seen few very basic operations over on the strings as well. We will talk about brief on the data types and other few basic topics in upcoming lectures. Let me know in comment section if you want to see these kind of videos in future, and please subscribe and like and hit the bell icon to get the notification of new videos. Thank you guys.